Susie here with Dirty Water TV, and today we are coming to you from beautiful Annapolis, Maryland. Behind me, I have the Chesapeake Bay, and just beyond that, we have one of the United States' finest institutions, the U.S. Naval Academy. Tonight, Dirty Water TV hits the road introducing you to Annapolis, Maryland, and one of the best St. Patrick's Day celebrations this side of Southie. So put on your best green outfit and drink a St. Pat's toast to Annapolis. Dirty Water TV is next.
Dirty Water TV, Dirty Water TV, Dirty Water TV. All over Boston you'll see Dirty Water TV. Wherever you wanna be, Dirty Water. Boston, you're my
It's
city.
going worldwide. Dirty Water.
I love that Dirty Water TV.
Love that Dirty Water TV.
I love that Dirty Water.
Dirty Water TV, Dirty Water. Boston, you're my city.
I love that Dirty Water TV. I really do.
The best.
Annapolis, Maryland is the state's capital city. Adjacent to the Chesapeake Bay, its historic district includes 18th century brick houses and the domed 1700 Maryland State House. Often referred to as Naptown, Annapolis is home to the U.S. Naval Academy and is influenced by the traditions that come with having a major military and world-class academic institution within the city boundaries. Annapolis is never too far from Navy's influence. Annapolis is also known as America's sailing capital, with a significant maritime history. Hey guys, welcome to Dirty Water TV. I'm Amanda Susie, and this weekend we are coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland. Annapolis has been voted one of the best small cities to live in worldwide, in the top 20 as a matter of fact. Naptown, as the locals like to refer to it as, is also home to the prestigious U.S. Naval Academy. Now tonight's show is brought to you by Drink Boss. We have a great show in store for you, and here's what's on tap. We'll kick off the St. Pat's celebration at the Hoolie, which is an Irish party with some of the best music around. I'll take you to the 8th annual Naptown St. Patrick's Parade and the Shamrock Dock Party. And I'll take you inside Armadillo's Bar and Grill. But first, let's go party at the Naptown Hoolie. And that's tonight's Big Ticket, brought to you by Higgs Tickets.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hoolie.
The 2020 Annapolis St. Patrick's Hoolie takes place at the Susan Campbell Park right on the city dock in Annapolis. By the way, a hoolie is an Irish party.
Just so much tradition here, and St. Patrick's Day is just a great holiday, and so we're just excited to be here this evening.
We've been coming to this for ever since it started, so it's awesome. Everybody gets together, all the Irish heritage. There's Irish dancing, amazing music. Everything is so awesome and so fun.
Can you Irish step dance?
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's
you
do a
wanna
little
let us
jig.
do it
Do
all
a little
the
jig.
I mean, I think I need a little bit more room to do a little jig.
Okay, we'll get back to this.
You can find me later. I'll probably be out on the stage after I have a few more of these.
It's a grand celebration with great drinks, authentic Irish food, and a variety of some of the best music around. This year, the Symphony Strings, a dazzling female electric string quartet that breaks down barriers between classical, rock, and pop music while mixing and mashing melodies in their own unique arrangements, delighted the crowd. The Chesapeake Caledonian Pipe and Drums performed, as well as the Dublin Five, who've taken the Celtic music scene by storm with an eclectic mix of traditional roots and blazing instrumentals with an amped-up rock twist. And last but not least, the Naptown Brass Band, a New Orleans-style street band. The Hoolie kicks off a wonderful traditional celebration along with a VIP dinner that's a treat for all in attendance.
We just love it. It's for a great benefit, great charity. Warriors, I mean, it's just the best.
So tonight's event benefits Warrior Events not just monetarily, but the exposure that it brings to the organization and all of these people that are here who want to help out. Everyone here is for a good reason, have a good time, but also to find a way to give back.
And we're going to give $5,000 to Warrior Events and $5,000 to the Annapolis Police Foundation.
While we were able to cut a nice check, I've had so many conversations on how do I help? What can we do as an organization, as a company or an individual to get involved?
The in-kind donations that we get, whoever, a company or individual, we want them to meet the warriors so that they understand that what they're doing is very powerful to them. And everything we do is family-oriented. We want to make sure the family participates in all the events.
That's great. And they have such a profound impact on the city of Annapolis.
We do. It's absolutely incredible.
That's tonight's Big Ticket, brought to you by Higgs Tickets. Here's
Hi, I'm Higgs, so call me, get tickets, and be part of the action.
Up next, more from Naptown.
Who's ready for a parade? Yeah!
That's when Dirty Water TV from Annapolis, Maryland returns.
I'm John O'Leary, president of Warrior Events, and I love Dirty Water TV.
Welcome back to Dirty Water TV. We are here in Annapolis, Maryland, ready to kick off the big St. Patrick's Day parade celebration. We're starting off the morning here at Stan & Joe's, where they host an annual brunch to benefit all of the local firefighters.
It's a good family event for everybody to come out and enjoy, and it's just a good time.
The annual St. Patrick's Parade kickoff breakfast is held at the legendary Stan & Joe's Saloon in Annapolis. It's a chance to recognize local area firefighters and first responders. How'd you earn the title of the local mayor?
So just being around, involved in the community. I went to high school here, elementary school, junior high. I've grown up in the town. I've gotten to know Joe over the years. He works for the Anne Arundel County Firefighters, and we just enjoy being part of the community.
We even caught up with a few former Boston area locals.
I actually haven't been to the Boston Parade. I would love to go. I know, but I've been to Newport. Newport shut out. I love that parade. I've been many years, but this is a great time because my husband and I met at this parade, so it's a really sentimental thing for me. I love it. Came down here 8 years ago and was visiting a friend, and I met my husband right here at Stan & Joe's, and ever since then, we've been coming to this parade.
Rumor has it you're East Boston, born and bred.
Yes, East Boston, born and bred there. Moved here 20 years ago, and I've been a firefighter for 16 years now. And
what does this event mean to you?
It's camaraderie. It's brothers and sisters getting together in the fire service, and it's a really nice community here in Annapolis City. So we have a ball every time. It's a great time.
The event also brings out politicians, including Maryland Lieutenant Governor Boyd Rutherford. What does this event mean to your community?
Well, it's a big event. It's probably our largest St. Patrick's Day event in Maryland, and we like to come out and support, particularly the firefighters who sponsor a lot of this. Stan & Joe's, thanks for hosting us here, and so it's great to bring the community together and to celebrate all things Irish.
Well, I'm a New Englander. I grew up in Rhode Island, but I went to school in Massachusetts, and years ago I was staff director for now U.S. Senator Ed Markey. And we don't, down here in Maryland, speak trash talk about our elected officials all the time. So that St. Patrick's Day roast, I think it was Billy Bulger and others that used to hold it. Yeah. I mean, that was a scary event because everyone was so harsh on politicians. But no, we have a great event down here. We're delighted that you guys are down here. I think Boston is a city that we want Baltimore ultimately to be the new Boston. So I'm going to give you one of my much coveted comptroller medallions. I give these to governors, ambassadors, muckamucks, but for visiting us, thank you for coming down.
This is going to be my good luck charm, I think.
Absolutely.
We are here this Sunday morning right before the big St. Patrick's Day parade kicks off. We were lucky enough to pull aside the Grand Marshal of said parade, who happens to also be the owner of Stan and Joe's, Joe McGovern.
It's just such a great day, and it's a big supporting of local firefighters, first responders, and wounded warriors. And we just unlock the doors, and they show up, and we've been blessed with good weather for 8 years in a row, so it's easy.
The St. Patrick's Day parade, and you're the Grand Marshal.
Yes, I am.
What do the duties of being a Grand Marshal entail?
Well, there's a lot of responsibilities. There's sampling of all the Guinness kegs because, they have to be just right temperature-wise, and that's very important. And there's, of course, the waving. That's also very important.
Oh, that was a good wave.
I've been practicing that, because, yeah. And just making sure everyone's having a good time. We've been blessed with a beautiful day, and, they got 90 floats, and some of the area's best firefighters and police officers and first responders and governors and, and leprechauns. Just a little bit of everything.
I haven't seen a leprechaun yet, but
they'll start popping out in a couple hours, trust me. Especially when the firefighters get off the clock. Oh, thank you.
All right. Oh, we know him. We know him.
Oh, yeah, I bet. So
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. We'll be looking for you out there in the parade.
I'll be waving.
How could we miss you? Yeah. We had a great time at the Stan and Joe's brunch, but now we're going to head over to the start of the annual St. Patrick's Day parade.
Who's ready for a parade? Yeah! We're ready to kick off the St. Patrick's Parade in downtown Annapolis. Give it up for John O'Leary putting this whole thing together right here, everybody. Kicking it off, we have the police motorcycle unit. Let's hear it for Anne Arundel County's motorcycle unit. Thank you for your service. Coming up next, we have the Boston Police Honor Guard. From Boston, Massachusetts. Thanks for coming down, guys. Thank you for your service. They were officially founded in November of 1852. The United States Navy Band serves the ceremonial needs as the seat of government performing at presidential inauguration, state arrival ceremonies, state funerals, state dinners, and other events. Give it up, Naval Academy Band. Then we have the Navy League of Cadets.
Up next, more from the Annapolis St. Patrick's Parade. That's when Dirty Water TV returns.
Annapolis loves that Dirty Water TV.
TV. I'm Amanda Susie, and today we are coming to you from beautiful Annapolis, Maryland. We had a great time checking out some of the sights and sounds, but now we're going to head over to the parade because it is in full force right now. The Annapolis St. Patrick's Day Parade celebration brings together the community to celebrate this glorious day. We even have our own Boston Police Department represented in this celebration with over 100 floats, and if you get hungry, you can grab a green bagel.
This is a really cool day for us because the whole town comes out. I'm a fireman. We get a big fireman turnout. Love to come support the brothers, the town. It's just a good time.
It's always fun. Annapolis is just a great city, and this is one of the biggest parades that we have, and it's just fun to come out with friends and family, especially on a sunny day like this. It's just fun to celebrate.
I found a leprechaun. The green hats are out. Why is this such a special day for everybody here?
Oh, it's just a wonderful time in Annapolis, and this is the best parade of the year.
Yeah, we have a lot of parades, but this is by far the best. It's just so festive. Love all the culture and the excitement. It's just a really fun time.
What do you guys think of the parade so far?
Love it.
It's awesome.
It's better than last year.
Oh my God. Better than last year.
Boy, does Naptown know how to throw a parade. Now we're going to head on over to the after party at the Shamrock the Dock Party.
Who's here for the Shamrock the Dock?
The Shamrock the Dock Party is the official post-parade celebration party here in Annapolis. People of all ages can get together to eat, drink, and even meet a leprechaun.
It is usually a busy day for me, but you know, Saint Nick has his day. This is my day.
Yeah, it's just great to be out on a beautiful day in our beautiful city and sharing in the festivities with everyone.
Does Doc come out to all the parties?
Yes, he is famous down here. He's the entertainment. He brings it with him.
No, what's his name if he's so famous?
This is Griff, Captain Griff.
Captain Griff of Annapolis. We even ran into a couple of former high school classmates of our beloved football coach, Bill Belichick.
I went to Annapolis High School with Bill Belichick, who I had lunch with over here at Mission Barbecue. So, Boston strong. Bill Belichick has represented Annapolis High School well. He was here recently visiting the football team. He comes here every year for the Touchdown Club Awards. Great.
Very loyal guy. He knows where he came from.
Yeah, he does. He hasn't forgot his roots.
Belichick definitely was a great guy, but the tuck rule was wrong.
Now we're going to head over to one of the local establishments behind me, Armadillo's Bar and Grill. Armadillo's Bar and Grill is quite simply a legendary spot in historic Annapolis. Whether you want the best crab cakes in Annapolis or simply want to enjoy a cold beer or glass of wine with unobstructed views of City Dock, Armadillo's is your go-to restaurant in downtown Annapolis.
We're just a small local pub that we honor our military and the Naval Academy in the neighborhood. So, yes.
So what kind of crowd is brought in here?
It all depends on the day or the time of night. Obviously, it changes after 10 o'clock. It's a lot younger crowd. But in the early afternoon and early evening, it's an older crowd.
And just by looking around here, I've noticed that there's a lot of honoring to the Navy, to the military, to all the branches.
Right, yes. We try to, if you look up on the wall there, we try to give a little bit of recognition to the people who deserve it, the guys who take care of our country.
They've been serving the Annapolis community for over 30 years and pride themselves on welcoming visitors and locals year after year. Open 7 days a week, serving dinner until 10 p.m. So do what the locals do. Eat and drink like a Naptown local at Armadillo's. Now, we're here for a very specific reason. We are here for the St. Patrick's Day celebrations. We had the hoolie last night. How did all of this become a tradition here?
Well, it started with a bunch of us sitting at the bar one year on St. Patrick's Day, and we said, we don't have a parade in this town. Yeah. So we marched up the street with our flags, a bullhorn, a bagpiper and a drummer, and then John O'Leary took it from there, and now it's one of the biggest parades.
And now it's become the parade that it was today.
Yes, huge. And the hoolie is a traditional Irish party, so it's a warm-up for the parade the night before.
This is our Valhalla. This is where we go, you know, and I've said
that was a Viking term, Valhalla.
Valhalla, and in Valhalla, it's the place where Viking warriors go when they die, and we can drink and eat and fight and kill each other as much as we want, and we will wake up the next day. So, you know, this is our Valhalla.
We are over here with Freddie Greenberg. Freddie, this is the weekends of your life, it seems like, right? Is this one of the best weekends we have in Annapolis?
Annapolis is it's a drinking town with a sailing problem, and every weekend is great in Annapolis. But this is just the culmination of spring is coming, the weather's perfect. Johnny O'Leary this is his dream, and it went from a little red wagon and a go-kart to what you guys saw today. Yeah. And every year it's evolved into bigger, and better. And last night, as you all saw, the tent, it was magnificent, the music. Annapolis is one of the greatest cities in the world. I'm lucky to live here. I have my daughters, my grandchildren, everybody. So, you know, I'm a transplant from New York, and I'm not looking back.
Up next, more from Naptown. That's when Dirty Water TV returns.
Water TV. We have had an amazing weekend here in Annapolis. From the big hoolie party last night to the St. Patrick's Day parade today and everything in between. We have to wrap things up here in Annapolis, but first we want to say thank you to a few people who have helped us out all along the weekend. Freddie Greenberg, Brendan Fisher, and all of the amazing people of Naptown who have showed us great hospitality. We have a saying here at Dirty Water TV, the weekends may be over, but the party never ends on Dirty Water